Wire from Valve. Thanks for coming out. Today we're going to show you a little bit of Portal 2, but to be more specific, we're going to show you the cooperative portion of Portal 2. So to get started, we're going to watch a video that's going to introduce you to the new co-op characters.
These next tests require cooperation. Consequently, they have never been solved by a human. That's where you come in. You don't know pride. You don't know fear. You don't know anything. You'll be perfect. Test chamber completed. Continue testing. Continue testing. Continue testing. The two of you have forged an excellent partnership. Now it's time for your real purpose. Don't disappoint me. For I'll make you wish you could die.
Okay, so now that you guys have seen the co-op characters in action, we'd like to show you a little bit of in-game action here as well. Now, one thing that we found when we released the original Portal is that a lot of people actually did play Portal cooperatively, and they did that even though it was a single-player game by playing with a friend. So one person would be controlling the game, and the other person would be throwing in hints and giving ideas, and just generally kind of playing along with that character, with the other player. So what we really wanted to do for Portal 2's co-op was to put a controller in that other person's hand and let them have that same experience with the person next to them. So to help me demo this today, we have Matt from Valve on the right, and we have Megan on the left, who's graciously volunteered to help us. It won't be too mean to you. So let's jump right in.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. Today, you will be testing with a partner. Please wave to your partner. Good. The upcoming tests require you to work together as a team.
Alright, so Megan, right ahead of you on the right there is your portal gun, so let's go pick that up.
Orange is first to acquire a portal device. Blue now has a portal device. Finally.
Okay, so we'll head into this next room really quickly. So the portal gun you just picked up is the same portal gun you had in the last game. You can shoot these portals and you can move through them. So Megan, why don't we have you put one portal right in front of you, and then kind of up and to the left on that surface, let's have you put the other one. Oh, no problem. What are you doing there? Your left trigger? Perfect. Okay, walk on through. So communication is pretty vital in Portal 2 for co-op because you really need to be able to tell your partner what you need them to do, and sometimes you need to be really precise. And as you can see, it can be kind of hard even when I can talk to Megan to try to exactly tell her what to do. So to help that, we created a tool called the ping tool.
Your ping tool is invaluable for communicating specific locations to your partner.
So Matt's going to use the ping tool to kind of mark some locations in the world, and Megan, if you run back there, Matt's going to show you where he wants you to put some portals. Oh, you're okay. Just run back through that fizzler. Yeah, keep going. Perfect. So shoot one of your portals at that wall. And then come around the other side of the glass. Just put the other portal there. Perfect. So now Matt can walk through your portals to get around the obstruction. So if we walk just a little bit forward, Megan, if you click down on your right stick, that'll actually let you use the ping tool. You just release. So if you turn around, you can use your ping tool to tell Matt where to put his portals. Alright.
is always the result of collaboration. Keep in mind that, like Albert Einstein and his cousin Terry, history will only remember one of you.
So to give you guys an idea of the scope of Portal 2's co-op, the Portal 2 experience is its own unique track. It has its own puzzles and story from the single-player game, and its length is about double the original Portal. And then the single-player game is also double the original Portal. So there's a lot of new stuff to play with. Now, no test chamber would be complete without a laser. It's really the foundation of good science. So Matt's going to run over by the laser, and here you can see this cube that he's looking at. It's not quite a regular cube. We call this the reflector cube. And when he takes it over by the laser, you'll see that it redirects that laser where he wants it to go, including at his partner. I would be careful there, Megan. It is hot. So Megan, if you move around here just a little bit, you'll see these devices on the floors, and these are called the laser receptors. And basically what we want to do is pass a laser through those, and that's going to power up the exit door. So Matt's going to go ahead and put his portal on one of those balls, come around to the other side, and now he's made a tunnel through that wall that the laser can go through. So Megan, if you do the same thing with your portals. Perfect. And one on the other side. So now we've used all 4 portals to complete this puzzle and make one straight line through those otherwise solid walls.
To reiterate, this is not a competition. Still, if it were, Orange would be winning. It's not, though.
So good job, Orange. So some of you have probably seen the laser in some of our single-player videos, and it's important to note that the catapults, the laser, the gels, everything we've shown you is also included in the co-op game. Both of them use the same mechanics. But one mechanic that we haven't shown before is what we're going to show you now, and we call it the hard light bridge. So this bridge out in front here, you can see that it's kind of moving through space. It's very subtly projecting. So if Matt puts his portal at the end of that bridge and one up above, you'll notice that the bridge actually goes through the portals and keeps projecting out the other side. Megan, if you want to jump on there and run through the portal with Matt, you can actually use this now as a tool to cross this chasm. There is deadly goo down there, so I don't recommend jumping into it. Keep on heading forward. Alright, so jump down to safety on the left. Or right. Perfect. Okay, so if you look at where Megan's pointing here, basically this slime is kind of going down that hallway to the left, and that's where we want to go. So as a starting point, Matt's going to move the bridge that he used to get here to kind of get us started. So you can see that moving that portal also moves where the bridge comes out of. So let's both jump on that bridge really quick, and I would advise caution. Perfect. Yep, you can keep heading towards the other end. Perfect. Now, if Matt were to move his portal, obviously they would move his bridge again and they would both drop in the slime, and we don't want that. But luckily, Megan's got her own set of portals that she can use. So if she places one portal there, and then one up above her to the right behind you, Matt'll point it out. Up, and there. Perfect. She can reproject the bridge that Matt was already reprojecting. So again, using 2 pairs of portals, there's quite a few things you can do for this bridge. Jump down there to safety. That's a slow boat. There we go.
I don't want to drive a wedge between the two of you, but I've been studying Blue's performance, and I don't know how to put this. I'm certain you're trying very hard.
So this last test chamber that we're going to show you uses a maneuver that some of you might have done in the first portal that we call an infinite fall. It was something where you could put a portal above your head and put a portal below your feet, and you could kind of step through one portal and fall through them kind of endlessly. And in the first game, we gave you an achievement for doing that, and often people got very disoriented and sick, but you couldn't really use it for anything. So for co-op, we're actually able to use that for something useful, so let's do that now. So as you can see, there's a door on the far side that we want to get to, but we need to cross this pit. And if you look on Matt's screen, Matt's going to show us that there's a surface behind him. And what we want to do is use this surface to have Megan come rocketing up out of that. But to do that, we need some momentum. So Matt's going to build up that momentum using Infofall. So we'll get that set up. So Megan, if you could bravely jump into Matt's portals there. There you go. So as Megan builds up velocity, Matt's going to run over here and move his portal so that she comes flinging out of that surface. Oh. There's another element in this test chamber I forgot to mention, which is the huge wall. So this time, let's try, well, you know, let's hold on a minute. We don't want any animosity here, so let's just hug it out. You know, sometimes that just happens and you gotta hug it out. So we're gonna get these two guys to do that, just to make sure we're back to being So there's a bunch of gestures that you can do yourself, and there's also cooperative gestures that you can do with your partner, as you just saw. So this time, Matt will be a nice partner, and Megan, if you jump through those portals again, we'll get you over there safely. Build up some momentum. Matt will push the button. Perfect. And now Megan should come rocketing up out of there. Alright. Now, it wouldn't be very nice for Megan to leave, because Matt's clearly stuck out on the other side. So Megan, if you walk back over by that button, what we're going to have you do is basically the same thing that Matt did for you. So why don't you put a portal, Matt, if you can show her up above. So we'll put one of your portals up there, a little higher up. Yeah, that should go. Almost. There you go. And then you can just shoot over Matt's portal, and you'll actually take it over. Perfect. Actually, you might need to move that a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. Excellent. Okay, so if you can be the bigger person and push the button this time. Your move button. Okay. And then you're going to want to move your right portal on your right finger. Awesome. Not too bad. Alright, you both across safely. So that's just a little taste of the Portal 2 co-op experience. Portal 2 is going to be on the shelf February 9th, 2011. We're going to be on the PC, the Macintosh, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. Thanks, everybody.
Federal Superfund regulations require us to inform you that you must now leave the theater, as measuring the effects of asbestos-lined promotional clothing is not part of today's presentation. Enjoy your free t-shirt. Goodbye.